Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Welcome to the Daily Horizon View. Today's date is the 26th of the 4th, 2019. As usual, this is our top fives, and we're looking at the ASX Exchange Traded Funds. Our spotlight today is VISM, which is the Vanguard MSCI International Small Companies Index ETF. So a quick look at the markets. So the All Ordinaries closed up 0.04%, which is 64.73. Commodities, as per usual, were a little mixed. So we had West Texas Intermediate Crude down 1% or thereabouts. We had gold up and platinum up and silver down marginally. Top 5 percentage rises, we had ESGI, VISM, which is our spotlight. If you want to look at that one, just flick to the end. VAP, Core, ETPM, AG. As always, they're a mouthful, those ones. So we had ESGI, which is the VanEck Vector's MSCI International Sustainability Equity ETF. That one is passive managed strategy for investing direct in international tech securities. We had a gain, of 2.84%, which was 61 cents. Volume of 348 shares traded today. Top 5 percentage falls. CETF, CNU, Food, OOO, and Fuel. So CETF, which is the VanEck Vector's China AMC SCI 300 ETF. And that one tracks the largest and most liquid stocks on the China A share market, and that's a synthetic ETF. We had a 3.27% fall, which was a loss of $2.27. We had some reasonable volume through on that on 35,000 shares traded. Top 5 percentage rises, dollar rises, going behind VAP, VISM, ETPMPT, Core, and IHCB. So for those of us who have forgotten, VAP is a Vanguard Australian Property Security Index ETF, about $1.3 billion market cap for that one. We had a dollar rise of $1.62, which equates to a 1.84% rise, and we had some good volume on that one, which was just above 22,000 shares traded. Total dollar falls, we had CETF, IJH, IAA, SPY, IKO. As mentioned before, CETF is the VanEck Vector's China AMC SCI 300 ETF. We've kind of run over the numbers on that one already. Overall, it looks like we had IJH, which is the iShares S&P Mid Cap 400. Bit of a mix, so pretty much Asia, those ETFs are Asia and America focused, so down. Moving on to our top 5 number of trades for the day for our ETFs: STW, VAS, VTS, NDQ, IVV. So for those of us who may have forgotten, STW is a State Street Spider S&P ASX 200 fund. and that's designed to provide low portfolio turnover, accurate index tracking, and low costs because it's an index tracker. That one has roughly $3.6 billion market cap. We saw a increase in price today of 11 cents, which was 0.19% up. Good number of trades, roughly 1.5 times trades of VAS at 365 trades today. Top 5 for volume. First up, we had STW again, bond, cred, US dollar, and hack. So we had STW traded a volume of 651,000 shares today. Top 5 for value. No surprises, STW is on top, bond, VAS, cred, and VGS. Value-wise, we saw just over double the amount of bond, double the value, I should say, of bond at $38.7 million. So good value there. So some good numbers for the State Street Spider S&P ASX 200 fund. So that's one of the more popular ASX 200 tracking ETFs on the ASX. Okay, let's jump right into the spotlight, which is VISM, which is the Vanguard MSCI International Small Companies Index ETF. So investment objective, ETF seeks to track the return of the MSCI World ex-Australia Small Cap Index with net dividends reinvested. So in Australian dollars before taking into account fees, taxes, blah, 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 and all the expenses. So overview-wise, we had the ETF provides exposure to small cap companies listed on major developed country index markets. Offers low cost access to a broad diversified range of securities that allow investors to participate in the long-term growth potential typical of international small company sectors. The ETF is exposed to fluctuating values of foreign currencies, as there will be no hedging of foreign currencies to the Australian dollar, if that makes sense. So it's a non-hedged fund, so you get some variation due to the currency. We had, first up, looking at our net asset value, which comes in at $53.08. So we're trading just above the NAV at 58.17. Our management costs are 0.33%, not too bad. So if there is a distribution, it's quarterly, even though it said they're going to reinvest the dividend. So Jan, April, July, and October. Not sure about the dividend yield. I think VISM is an interesting option to give you access to some of the world's smallest and the fastest growing businesses, such as Twilio, which is setting a lot of the world on fire in the States, Perkin Elmer, Ultimate Software Group, Zebra Technologies, and Sun Communities. Over long term, this ETF has the potential to produce market-beating earnings growth compared to the rest of the market, and I feel that's possible mainly due to the fact that it's full of small caps, and one of those small caps is, the odds are that more than one of those small caps will do quite well, and that should push the index along. Alternatives, there's not a great deal of alternatives to measure against. Have a look at VSO and IJH. Could be a good alternative in one of those. Just a quick look at what we've got inside. I mean, you can see the top 10 or so holdings there. So you have Twilio, Perkin Elmer, Ultimate Software, Zebra Technologies, Sun Communities. I mean, when you look at the sector, you can see there's a bit of a mix of different types of sector as well: biotech, healthcare. Sun Communities is real estate. Internet services, infrastructure. So there's a bit of a mix. The index is dominated by companies listed in America, so you get heavy American bias, followed by followed by Japan, then the UK. This is a relatively new ETF. It's only been on the board since early to mid November last year. Currently, you're looking at a performance year to date, I should say, about 12.61% or thereabouts. So obviously minus your fees and stuff. So yeah, no, not too bad performing. So, but you're going to get some good ups and downs in this one because of the nature of stocks that make up that index. So you got over 4,000 stocks in that index. So it's definitely informational content. We're not promoting that you buy anything here. It's more about doing your research, getting comfortable with looking at all these different types of information, and then taking your own circumstances into account and possibly making a purchase somewhere along the line. So we're here to crack your financial sky with some information, give you guys some confidence to go ahead and take the leap to actually start doing some investing. If you like what we're doing here, give us a thumbs up and be greatly appreciated. Give us a subscribe. We try to give you guys information in a timely fashion. Hopefully it's useful. Ciao.